Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. We're going to talk about this article from Cointelegraph. And Bank of Israel has stepped up its CBDC game. Israel did actually announce they're going to make a CBDC earlier, but they've stepped up its game by testing on Ethereum. So my guess is that they're going to actually deploy on a private version of Ethereum. I'm not really sure how the private version of Ethereum scales, but if they ever want to take it public, it could be a boon for projects like Polygon or other layer 2 scaling projects like Arbitrum or Optimism. By the way, I don't think you can buy Arbitrum or Optimism. Those aren't really coins that are purchasable right now. But that's besides the fact. Layer 2 could definitely benefit from this in the future, although I don't think it's public Ethereum. Obviously, this is very good news for Ethereum, whether it's public or private. If it's private, which I'm guessing it is, it probably won't have too much effect on the price, but it is another use case. And if they want to actually use international transfers of CBDCs, they might do some on a public ledger in the future. And if they're already on Ethereum, there's a good chance they'll just end up using Ethereum as well once it gets 2.0 and once it actually gets layer 2. I don't really know how the layer 2 upgrade, the ETH 2.0 upgrade will actually affect all the CBDC stuff that's going on with testing. My guess is that that's actually part of the reason why this is taking so long, because there's so many of these projects and considerations to actually take, and they have to adjust for all these things that are already on Ethereum, whereas Cardano and Polkadot can just basically forge on forward because they don't have so many projects on it. But the thing is, it's okay. I mean, this definitely basically tells me that it's fine to invest in ETH. Yes, the scaling sucks. Yes, the fees are horrible. But there's so much use case on it and I don't think all these use cases will just turn away to another platform all of a sudden, even if the scaling sucks. Plus, a lot of this stuff is basically built on private Ethereum, which doesn't really have the scaling issue. Even though the private and public don't necessarily connect to each other, they could possibly bridge it with once ETH 2.0 comes out or once they have layer 2 solutions. So if you're talking about is Ethereum investable? Yes, this is definitely investable because Ethereum has the first mover advantage, and that's really big. And because it has first mover advantage, they have all these big countrywide or institution-wide projects on it that really aren't looking to switch. Just because you move on to layer 2 doesn't mean you've abandoned Ethereum, and there's going to be many projects that move on to layer 2 for the scaling and not move away to another system. I do think there are going to be more CBDCs that are testing on Ethereum, probably private versions of Ethereum. China even mentioned that they could possibly do it on private Ethereum. I don't actually think China did it on private Ethereum, but they did actually mention that it is actually possible. So in the CBDC race, in kind of the bridging stuff, I do think Ethereum definitely has a leg up on the competition because there isn't really that much else that's actually available and that's actually being used right now. And like I said, I don't think the private version of Ethereum has the scaling issues that the public version does. But if they want to connect different private ledgers, they might eventually have to do it on the public ledger. And with layer 2 and ETH 2.0 comes out, it actually ties in very well with the timeline because ETH 2.0 should be upgrading around 2023, 2024. And that's actually the timeline when a lot of these CBDCs are actually coming out. So that is really cool news for Ethereum, another country testing their CBDC on the Ethereum network. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.